Moving from the payment summary page into the reimbursement section, click on the View Reimbursement Request Financial Report button. We're now at the reimbursement request page. There are two options. One, create a new report, and two, open an existing request. In the middle of the screen you will see reimbursement request. This tells you the name of the request, the date created, date submitted, financial approval date, and the status. You'll see if it was returned by NDE to the LEA, if it's been approved for payment, if the LEA has submitted the claim to NDE, or if it has been not submitted to NDE. We will create a new request. Click on the Create New Request button. We have a blank reimbursement request for Hastings Public Schools. First need to enter the contact information. This is required information. And then you would select the box next to the program in which you wish to create a reimbursement request. You can either consolidate a reimbursement request and complete all 7 programs, or complete a request by program. Remember, if a district transfers funds from one program to another, those expenditures must be claimed as budgeted. We will select Title I. And the screen has been populated with data for us. This data is the approved budget data. It appears for the Title I program, the expenditure object code, the maximum allowable budgeted item, submitted expenditures year to date. This column is the reimbursement request already submitted to NDE, and then you have remaining funds available for reimbursement. Select from the drop-down menu on the expenditure object code the object code you'd like to enter expenditures for. We'll do salaries. Enter the amount and the date. The date is the current reporting period. You could continue entering expenditures. Remember, you can only enter expenditures for approved budget object codes. If you use the Calculate Total button, this will calculate the amounts on the screen without saving the data. We've entered expenditures totaling $25,550. If we wish to save this, we would click Save Page. And this data has been saved. There are system checks built into the payment system, and error messages will appear when those occur. You can view the payment guidance links on the payment summary page for error messages. If an error message were to occur, you would need to correct the error before saving and submitting the information. If you've entered an object code and you wish to delete that information after you've saved, you would select the delete button next to that object code and click Save Page. And you should notice that the expenditure object code has been deleted. If you need additional entries, you would click on the Add Entries button. And then you should be able to enter additional object codes. If you've entered an object code in error and you've not saved the page, you may delete that information by arrowing up to the blank field, delete the information, and that information has been deleted. Save the page. In the Add Comment to NDE, you would click that checkbox, and an area would appear for you to insert a comment to NDE regarding this reimbursement request. At this time, if you have additional expenditures for other NCLB programs, you would select the appropriate box and repeat the process of entering expenditures by object code. If you have no more expenditures to be entered in this reimbursement request, you would need to attach documentation either by a PDF, Word, or Excel file electronically by clicking the Choose File button. For more information on attaching more than one file, you would need to see the payment guidance. Or you could check here if you'd like to mail your documentation. All reimbursement requests need to have documentation sent to NDE, either electronically or via the mail. If you've entered all expenditures, attached your documentation, you are now ready to submit to NDE. If all errors have been resolved, click the Submit to NDE button. Now you received a message that indicates that the reimbursement request has been forwarded to NDE Financial Services for approval. You must now also submit a financial report for financial services to review. At this time, the financial report portion is not in the grants management system, and further guidance will be released on that. This claim is now ready for the department, financial services staff, to either approve the process for payment or disapprove. Disapproving would return the reimbursement claim to the district for changes. Changes need to be made by the LAA and resubmitted to NDE before NDE can approve the request. This completes the reimbursement request training presentation. If you have questions with the NDE portal, contact the NDE Help Desk Coordinator, 1-888-285-0556, or locally 402-471-3151. If you have questions regarding the reimbursement request or the payment system, contact the Financial Services Accountant, that works with the program in question.